Assalamu alaikum. So today I will continue with this series. Today is the third part. Science and the Holy Quran, Part 3, Chapter 16, Surah An-Nahl, Verse 4. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. خلق الإنسان من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين. Translation: He develops a human from a drop, and after development, that human becomes mischievous. The development of humans start from a drop, semen. We all know, which has no sense, ability to move, think, or argue. And this drop develops into a human being having all these virtues. Then some of these human beings, instead of being grateful, act against the commands of Allah. This topic is also discussed in this chapter of the Holy Quran, Surah Hajj, verse 5. It is described there in much greater detail, so I am not going in detail here. Surah Al-Mu'minun, verse 12 to 14, Surah Al-Najm, verse 45 to 46, and Surah Tariq, verse 6 to 7. Verse 10 to 11. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. والذي أنزل من السماء والذي أنزل من السماء ماء لكم منه شراب ومنه شجر فيه تسيمون ينبت لكم بإزرع والزيتون والنخيل والأعناب ومن كل الثمرات إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون. Translation: He sends water from the sky which you drink, and it also irrigates vegetation which serves as food for your animals. From this water, he produces such a variety of fruits, flowers, and vegetables which are different in shape, size, appearance, and taste. Indeed, these are signs for those who think. These ayat points towards water cycle. More than 1,000 years later, Bernard Palissy was the first published thinker to assert that rainfall alone was sufficient for the maintenance of rivers. He is often credited as the discoverer of the modern theory of the water cycle. Palissy's theories were not tested scientifically until 1674 in a study commonly attributed to Pierre Perrault. Even then, these beliefs were not accepted in mainstream science until the early 19th century. So this topic has been described in greater detail in Surah Az-Zumar, chapter 39, verse 21. Verse 15 to 16. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وألقى في الأرض رواسي أن تميد بكم وأنهارا وسبلا لعلكم تهتدون. وعلامات وبالنجم هم يهتدون. Translation: Allah created mountains to stabilize the earth. These mountains give rise to springs and rivers, which make soil fertile in areas thousands of miles away and provide food to the residents. The mountains, trees, springs, and stars provide signs for traveling in the right direction. So, in this ayah, it is said that Allah created mountains to stabilize the earth. This fact was conveyed in the Holy Quran more than 1400 years ago. Modern science has only recently discovered this phenomenon. Now it is a well known scientific fact that the mountains function as nails, holding the earth together, and this process plays an important part in keeping a state of balance between the earth's crust and its upper mantle known as isostasy. This process of stabilizing the earth uses the gravitational stress from the mountain to yield flow of rock material, thus creating equilibrium. So here you can see that on top in brown color you can see the mountains, and you can see that just below the mountains they go deep into the soil, into the upper crust of the earth, and they function as nails to hold it stable. This topic is also discussed in Surah Anbiya, verses 30 to 32, Surah Hamim As-Sajda, verse 10, Surah An-Naba, verse 7, Surah Al-Ghashiyah, verse 19 to 20. Verse 66, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَإِنَّ لَكُمْ فِي الْأَنْعَامِ لَعِبْرَةً نُسْقِيكُم مِّمَّا فِي بُطُونِهِ مِن بَيْنِ فَرْثٍ وَدَمٍ لَبَنًا خَالِصًا سَائِغًا لِلشَّارِبِينَ. Translation: It is a food of thought for everyone that how he makes cattle a source to fulfill different needs. The food cattle eat gives rise to three products. One is the waste, second is blood, and third in between these two dirty things is the milk, which is very neat and healthy food. 600 years after the revelation of the Holy Quran, Ibn Nafis described blood circulation and production of milk. And 400 years after Ibn Nafis, William Harvey revealed this phenomena to the Western world. Next, verses 68 69. وَأَوْحَىٰ رَبُّكَ إِلَى النَّحْلِ أَنِ اتَّخِذِي مِنَ الْجِبَالِ بُيُوتًا وَمِنَ الشَّجَرِ وَمِمَّا يَعْرِشُونَ ثُمَّ كُلِي مِنْ كُلِّ الثَّمَرَاتِ فَاسْلُكِي سُبُلَ رَبِّكِ ذُلُلًا يَخْرُجُ مِنْ بُطُونِهَا شَرَابٌ مُخْتَلِفٌ أَلْوَانُهُ فِيهِ شِفَاءٌ لِلنَّاسِ إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِقَوْمٍ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. Translation: Allah ordered the honeybees to reside in mountains, on trees, and in roofs, and feed on all types of fruits and flowers. It produces honey from its belly, which has different colors, and also it produces wax. Honey is a treatment for many ailments. Indeed, these are signs for those who think. Now we know that beside different shades of yellow, honey can also be red or blue green. So in these ayat, it is mentioned that it has different colors, but usually people think that it has only yellow colors. But now it has been found that in some remote areas, the honey may have some different colors. The US Department of Agriculture recognizes 7 honey colors: water white, extra light amber, and dark amber honey. It is based on a scale from 0 to 114, with 0 being the lightest and 114 being the darkest. You can see that there's a very wide range, and there are so many shades of honey which can be naturally found. And this fact was indicated in Quran. Next is chapter 20, Surah Taha. Verse 53, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. الذي جعل لكم الأرض مهدا وسلك لكم فيها سبلا وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرجنا به أزواجا من نبات شتى. Translation: He made the earth a place for you to live and made paths to travel. It is He who sends down water from the sky and with it brings varied pairs of plants, each separate from the other. So the point in this ayah, varied pairs of plants, each separate from other. In this ayah, the Holy Quran says that plants also have male and female sexes. The word azwaj is used for pair of male and female. So it is, it can easily be understood that male and female sexes are mentioned. In Arabic, this word is commonly used for husband and wife. So this revelation was long before the discovery of sexes in plants by Nehemiah Grew, Camerarius, and Coleridge. Thank you.